As a society, as a culture, we're inundated all the time with words and words and words and words. People are on their phones and they're reading messages, and they're on their Facebook and they're reading messages, and we're just bombarded. And I think for a lot of people, it's not so much that they don't want to read, they just feel exhausted. I think a lot of booksellers would tell you that we're very aware that literacy is, is an important issue. So we participate with schools. We contribute books to school libraries. We support school libraries in whatever way we can do that. So it doesn't shock me at all to know that there are people who are able to quite compensate. They can get a driver's license, they can hold a job, they can manage their family, all without really being able to read. And where that begins to cause pain or cause them a great deal of discomfort is then when their children go to school. You can't hide that from your kids. There's really not any sort of straight up for that. There's no economic, there's no way to point to that and say here's where it's happening. Because I've met all kinds of people, again, holding jobs and working. However, it is painful for them once their children start to read and they can't participate in that. I think also because I watch families come in here and just enjoy sharing books and looking and opening and sharing and reading to each other, that they miss that joy. And that to me is what really distresses me as a bookseller, is that they miss that joy. They aren't able to share memories like, I grew up reading this and now I want you to read it. They miss out on the joy of their child asking them to read a bedtime story, and they have to kind of stumble through it or just not do it. So I think for me, aside from the fact that it's the functional not being able to, partake in some important information in our society, is that joyfulness of being able to share a memory of a book and then pass that on. My favorite experiences are those when I have a reader come in and discover something that they didn't even know, that they've never heard of, and they walk out with their new favorite book.